you get asked to demo stuff and you think, yes please! And today is one of those days. Not only did I come dressed for the occasion, but we are about to have a high gain feast of riffs with this bad boy. Say hello to the Warp Drive from Stone Deaf Effects. Now not only is this a high gain, and it is a very high gain pedal, which I love, it's also got a paracentric EQ, right? So you've basically got mids, bass and lows. You use these two in conjunction with each other to boost and cut different frequencies, right? You've also got this bandwidth which kind of sets the kind of EQ that you can then fiddle about with these two. That's basically the volume, that's basically the gain. And if that wasn't enough, it's also got a noise gate built into it, right? So you can adjust the amount of gate there and you can turn it off and on with this foot switch. So without further ado, let's crack on with some high gain riffage. Let's start off with a clean tone. So with the EQ at noon and the gain at noon as well actually, we are into, why not start with some Alice in Chains, eh? Check my brain! This will do a really nice mid-80s scooped kind of metal sound, and to do that I've literally just cut some of the upper mids, right, and we get this. So good, isn't it? So it'll do that nicely. Now we can cut that same frequency even more, and then we are into Pantera territory. Now if we move the bandwidth over to the thinner side and cut the gain a little bit, we get some Black Sabbath territory. But that's also a really lovely classic rock tone, like a Black Crowes type of thing, right? Now if we keep the bandwidth needle over to the thin side but turn the gain up slightly, we are into Slayer territory, friends. Oh, yes, we are. I mean, man, that's worth the price of admission alone, right? Lush. Now let's go over to the other side, but tweak the EQ, right? So we're over onto the sort of thicker side, same amount of gain as Slayer, but I've boosted some of the kind of lower mids, and that gives you quite a nice early Soundgarden type tone, right? So let's go for some Loud Love. With a little tweak of the EQ, we're into Rusty Cage territory, right? Sort of that cocktoir thing. bandwidth over to the right hand side, right in the fat section, but really cut back those mids. We've got one of my favourite chug sounds. Check this out. Notch the bandwidth over just one click towards thin and tweak the EQ slightly. Check this out. I'm also in drop B tuning, so we're going to go for something a little bit more modern. Oh yes. And then for these stab parts, I want to just demonstrate the noise gate, right? That's it with the noise gate off, okay? So fine when I'm playing, but in between you can hear all that noise. But with it on, marvellous. Now have a listen. So cool, isn't it? I'm going to indulge myself once more with another one of my childhood thrash metal favourites, Sepultura, and we're in drop C as well.